Hello everyone, summer might be drawing to a close, but we still have one more summer school special episode for you. It has been a pleasure to be part of this project, and the private messages I have received from people via LinkedIn and Twitter have made it all worthwhile. Thank you for tuning in, and do remember you can head over to the eToro Academy to join the upcoming webinars whenever you want. Today's subject is on should you invest in the Metaverse? As with pretty much everything in the investing world, it isn't a simple yes or no. There are plenty of factors that will contribute to the decision-making process for you. My aim today is to help shed light on the Metaverse and help you know whether it is something for you or not. First up, we better talk about what exactly is the Metaverse. The definition that I like the most is from JP Morgan. They say the Metaverse is a seamless convergence of our physical and digital lives, creating a unified virtual community where we can work, play, relax, transact, and socialize. When deciding to invest in a stock, you might want to know more about what the business does. So when deciding to invest in the Metaverse or in companies that have exposure to the Metaverse, it is important for us to understand in a little bit more detail what exactly we can do in it. We can talk about investing in the brands you love and use. Well, this could be something you end up using a lot and loving too. Without getting too technical, the Metaverse platforms are divided into land blocks, which we call parcels. These can then in turn be bought using the crypto token. Once bought, the person or company can potentially sell it for a higher price or rent it out to developers who could create games or events and so on. Other things you can do is to create your own avatar and essentially become whoever you want to be. You can buy, sell, trade items for your avatar as well. Companies like Nike and Adidas have already established themselves within this space selling virtual products. So developers can create games, which means people can play them. They can also attend work events, concerts, view properties, art galleries, and what excited me the most, you can attend sporting events from around the world and sit where you like. Imagine watching Arsenal beat Tottenham in the afternoon and then watching the NBA finals in the evening, but you're sitting in the best seats in the house and experiencing the atmosphere all from the comfort of your own home. You can invest in digital artwork through NFTs and even get a job in the Metaverse. Do any of these excite you? Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know what you would like to see in the future. What do you think takes the Metaverse to the next level? For the Metaverse to become interesting for the masses, there are going to have to be exciting things to do and people to see and places to go when you are there. Okay, so that is the definition and some of what you can do covered. Let's now talk about some of the predictions for the future. Well, in terms of how big the industry can grow from a monetary standpoint, that is guesswork in my opinion. But a report from Precedence Research, who valued the Metaverse at $40 billion in 2021, forecast the industry to be $1.6 billion in 2030. That would be extraordinary growth and clearly something investors could get excited about. Keen investors and analysts think the Metaverse will become way more lifelike and can also completely change the way we are educated. Imagine learning about the Egyptians in school, but actually being virtually in Cairo and seeing the pyramids, or learning about space, but virtually walking on the moon. How incredible would that be? As technology improves and more capital allocation is put towards the industry, who knows what the Metaverse will look like in 10 to 20 years? Is that scary or impressive? Maybe we can compare it to the first phones. Winding them up to make a call, but now we can FaceTime someone on the other side of the world. Could we ever have imagined that? Probably not. But for me, that's exciting. There are estimated to be thousands of different metaverses currently in the developing stage. When it comes to knowing which one is best, well, ultimately, those that are will stand the test of time. Some of the most popular ones, which you may have heard of, are the Sandbox, Decentraland, and Axie Infinity. All three of those are available to invest in on the eToro platform by investing in the token. So it might be that you see growth for these platforms, you can see the use cases and think they could be a good investment. Throughout my investing career, I have learnt the importance of being able to change your mind. whether that be day trading or longer term investing, being able to adjust the way you think about something is imperative. There may be some of you that have no interest right now in a certain area of the market, but are keeping an eye on it to see how it develops. This has been the way that I've approached crypto and the metaverse. As much as I wished I invested in crypto from the beginning, I didn't. I wanted to see an increase in institutional adoption and regulation before investing and feeling more confident in it. So, what big corporations have explored the metaverse and invested in this area? Well, Facebook literally changed their name to Meta, so there is one I am sure many of you will recognize. Google, Amazon, Snap, Apple, Microsoft, and Nvidia are just some of the massive companies that have entered the space. Excuse the pun. The fact that some of the biggest companies in the world have exposure in this industry gives me more confidence that it is here to stay and worth looking into more and potentially investing. As we have mentioned throughout the summer school, it can be prudent to employ some diversification in our investments. If you are interested in investing in the metaverse, it might be that you decide to dedicate a certain percentage of your portfolio to it. Whether that be 5, 10 or 20%, remember not to be too heavily invested in just one thing. For argument's sake, let's say you wanted to allocate 10% of your investment account into investing in the metaverse. It could be that you choose 5 companies or crypto assets and give them 2% each. That way, if one doesn't work, it's not the end of the world as you have others you are invested in. Alternatively, people do invest in ETFs or smart portfolios on eToro as a way of diversifying. We have a portfolio dedicated to the metaverse, so you may prefer to invest in that than the individual companies on their own. This sets us up quite nicely for our next subject, which is risk appetite. When things are new, generally they will be more volatile and illiquid. Spreads of where you can buy or sell will be larger, and that is something for us to consider. For a relatively new industry, there is potential for huge growth, but at the same time we do need to realise not every related investment will experience the amazing growth we are after. At the beginning of the millennium, for example, and during the dot-com bubble, there were plenty of companies that never recovered and materialised into what investors might have hoped. There were, of course, the Amazons and Apples of this world, which have grown insane amounts, but they did have periods of volatility too that they would never experience now. Amazon lost 90% of its share price during the dot-com bubble, but has since moved over 100,000% higher. The reason I am mentioning this is that for certain investors, they might not want to invest in something that would be considered higher risk. For example, if you are closer to retirement, it might be the riskier investments receive less allocation, but if you are younger, have less bills or whatever, you are happy to invest into this kind of area a little bit more often. This is just my personal opinion as of the summer 2022, but I do believe in 10 to 15 years, some related metaverse companies or crypto assets will be performing very well. However, identifying the only ones that will guarantee you a return will be tricky, hence why diversification can be a useful tool. Hopefully, this video has given you a bit more of an overview of whether investing in the metaverse is for you. Do you believe it will grow in the future? Can you see future generations embracing it? Do you think companies will continue to invest in the industry? Would you rather invest in a ready-made portfolio or go down the individual stock or crypto asset route? As always, take your time and do your research. For now, that is the end of the summer school. If you have enjoyed the video series, we would massively appreciate you liking, sharing, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. We will continue to create educational content for everyone, so if you have any requests, do not hesitate to comment below or send me a private message. The power of the community is one of the things I'm most proud of about eToro. Until next time, summer is out.